Hi everyone, it's Laura at Hyperstamper. I'm really excited to show you this custom journal. This was commissioned to me by a wonderful man in New Jersey, and he spotted this in one of my junk journal road trip hauls, and he claimed this as his own, and he wanted this to be an inspirational with religious artifact ephemera. So I'm going to take you on a beautiful tour of this. When I found this book, it had no spine. The back and the front were completely removed from the book itself. And the original, or one of the owners over the years, or the past 100 or so years, had used some Scotch tape here because her wing had come off. So I was unable to remove that, but it still looks amazing. Like, look at the gold on here. I did some cleanup as best I can before I was down to where I might be removing color. So I hope you like the cover of that. And so let's take a little journey here. I found this on the weekend in an antique bookstore, and I thought of him and this journal I was making for him, and it's just the most beautiful little hymn book, Psalms and Prayer book from 1949. And look at that beautiful image on the front. So I didn't want to take it apart. It was perfect the way it was, so it lives here now. And here is one of the, he loves plates, so I put in as many plates as I could in here. It's heavy with plates. This beautiful full color image from the original book. Here's the original first page of that book. A little children's poem here from the 1940s. And this is a vintage postcard of the Last Supper. You can see it's nice and dark on that side there. And just a little pocket here with a little journaling card. And here is a plate. This plate, there were 4 plates that were inside this book and were torn. So I did my best to adhere them. I did them on the seams so you couldn't really tell. So I think they're spectacular. I was able to save them. This is I've had this for years and I haven't wanted to part with it because it is stunning. But this gentleman gets this very special antique postcard, which he loves. This is from 1911. Look at that. It's, I know she's going to a good home, so that makes me very happy. And then in here, I just tucked in a lovely little music sheet that has a beautiful little hymn there. And I got the only things in here that aren't authentic antique paper is the tea-dyed pages I had to add for mostly support of delicate papers and journaling. Just a little image here I found in a book. And this is another very old postcard, and even though it's in full color, it's beautiful and it explains the artists on the other side, but in a different language that I don't know what it is. I made that little sweetheart pocket there. This is a beautiful plate from the 1800s from another book. I found a lovely little Christmas stamp here, a vintage Christmas stamp from my country. I just put in some inspirational ephemera wherever I could that had a religious theme to it. Just these wonderful pages from other books that I have. This is from the 1800s from a hymn book, and I pulled this out. Look at how gorgeous that is. And I put these under vellum so that you could see the beauty of the pages behind it. I don't often do that, but for this I did. Little angel stamp here from Denmark, vintage. And this is my favorite plate in the world. It was perfect for this book. I've been hanging on to it. It's absolutely stunning, also from the 1800s. It's very delicate. So if it does tear, just remember you can fix the seam down the middle. I can already see that it's going to split because it was already splitting when I acquired it. Just a little bookmark I made for you from an oil painting scrap. Another wonderful page here and here. This is from another book, and I found this one in another book. I just thought it was a great little image of a church. And this is just a little piece about Moses, I believe. And this one here. I may turn this into a little journaling card, but look at that beautiful image. Elijah taken up in the chariot. It's So pretty. I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to get this in the mail. Here is the Madonna and Child, and this is from 1937 from the University of Knowledge. And there are 3 different Madonnas. This, of course, the famous ones by Raphael, Da Vinci. Paintings of the Madonna were very sought after, and still are, actually. Now this, you may not want this, but it's from the 70s. It's yellowing on the back, but it still has its 3D effect, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's a 3D, and these were very popular in Europe in the 70s and 80s. So I tucked that in there. And this is a beautiful little card I found in a little teeny tiny Bible that was absolutely blown apart when I got it, but I was able to save this here. And I've put a few of these in Christmas albums as well. And a little tiny vintage stamp here, the Holy Childhood from India. That's very old. And then this postcard here, or actually, is it? No, it's a card, sorry. And this is from, I believe, I want to say Poland. And that was from the 1960s. There we go. And this is one of Abraham going up the mountain. There's another story, Christ walking on water here. Look at that. Look at this plate here. The Adoration of the Shepherds. Here's another plate here. The Good Samaritan. The Birth of Christ back here. This is a lovely, lovely 1800s plate from, I want to say it was the Sunday Reader. Let us love one another, for love is of God. Another plate here, Jacob. This is a little plate from a book I got yesterday. And I just love the colors of this biblical library. I loved it so much. And then some advertisements on the other page for books, probably for Sunday schools and churches to purchase, and schools, of course. And there we have a plate of Moses here. That's actually an etching. That would have been on a metal etching. Another full color plate here. Look at this beautiful angel with the trumpet. Just angel images are just spectacular. They're so beautiful. Churches had a lot of money to spend on art and books, so their artwork is amongst the highest of quality. And another one of a shepherd here. Another one here. They're just also beautiful. This is from an 1800s book. I just loved the leather. The book was unusable, but I found scraps of the spine, and I've actually had them set aside for this client, and I used them throughout some of his journals. Another beautiful sentiment here, inspirational. Another wonderful plate here. Another one of these inspirational ones here. Another full color plate, and that's another Jacob's Dream. Jacob's Dream images seem to be the most beautiful. That's a full color plate. Another one here. I mean, if I put any more plates in here, it would have collapsed. It's just fantastic. This is another one of those ones that were torn, but I was able to repair it down the seam. This page here is a fold out, and it's a Madonna and Child on one side from one artist, and a Madonna and Child by another artist on the other side. This is from the 1800s here. There we go. Look at that. That one's from the 1800s. This one's also from the 1800s. Very beautiful. I can't quite understand what the hand typing or hand printing is there. And just another page here with a beautiful etching on the back. Another beautiful inspirational page from Sunday Readers. This is just a little journaling spot here to cover up some blank antique paper. And this one also, when I tried to put it in the journal, it easily cracked in half because of its age and its brittleness. But it's Evangelist points Christian to the wicket gate. I think that's just beautiful. And another color plate from this book, the cover book, and some more wonderful, look at that. Look, the colors are so vibrant and they're so old. And I ended it off with this one. So I hope you love it. It's going in the mail today. I am thrilled with how this turned out. And if you want to see more, go to hyperstamper.etsy.com. Thanks.